Hare Krishna. So, welcome all of you in our third chapter discussion of Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. And we are going to discuss today the multi incarnations of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna. So, before that, we proceed ahead. We'll have a small little prayer. Then we shall quickly go ahead with our session today. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritam Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatorjair Mudiriyet Nashtapraya Swabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pango Langay Tingirim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. So, we had been discussing about the six most important questions which were asked by Srila Shaunakadi Rishis to Srila Suta Goswami. And so far we had discussed the answers of four questions. We had discussed the answers of four questions, and rest two questions answer will be discussed in this particular chapter. And also the whole elaboration of all these answers is nothing but Srimad Bhagavatam Purana. So let us quickly proceed ahead in our today's discussion. So I'm going to share with you all the slide. So here it go. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, Krishna is the source of all incarnations. So we'll see what are the chapter content. So from first sloka till fifth sloka, we'll be seeing all our different Purusha-Avataras. There are three Purusha-Avataras. Then we shall be seeing from 6th sloka till 27th sloka, all the incarnations in universe, all the various types of incarnations. Then we will seeing from 28th sloka till 29th sloka, how Krishna is the fountainhead of all incarnations. And Krishna is actually the person who incarnates into different incarnations. Then in the fourth section, we'll have what is Virat Roop from 30th till 39th sloka. And at the end, we shall be discussing how Bhagavatam is Sri Krishna himself from 40 till 44th sloka. Yeah. So let us proceed ahead. Purusha-Avataras, part 1. So Suta Goswami is saying that in the beginning of creation, the Lord first expanded himself in the universal form of Purusha incarnation and manifested all the ingredients for the material creation. And thus, at first there was creation of 16 principles of material action. This was for the purpose of creating the material universe. So, Srila Suta Goswami is telling that how the whole everything has started, whole creation has started. Jagrihe Paurusham Rupam. Bhagavan Mahad Adibhi. So here we see Paurusham Rupam. This is called Purusha incarnation, Supreme Lord. And exactly here it is indicated about Karanodakshayi Vishnu. Bhagavan, he is great. Mahad Adibi, he creating the Mahad Tattva. Mahad Adibi, Sambhutam Shodasha Kalam. And from Mahad Tattva, 16 elements were created in the beginning. And what was the purpose? Purpose was to correct the living entities. So this was for the purpose of creating the material universe. MAHAVISHNU incarnates. MAHAVISHNU incarnates, and then there are so many different unlimited number of universes are generated from the pores of Mahavishnu. So we can imagine how big our universe is, and these all universes are just nothing but small particles coming out from the pores of Mahavishnu. When Mahavishnu exhales, all the universes comes out. So we are able to see in this particular presentation that there is spiritual sky. A spiritual sky is self-effulgent. And the effulgence what is coming out, that is called Brahma Jyoti. And beyond Brahma Jyoti, there is a small little corner in the Brahma Jyoti. There is a space. And there Mahavishnu stays on Karanodak ocean. And laying on the Karanodak ocean, Mahavishnu creates unlimited universes that we are able to see. So this all universes stays alive, stays, in their position for 315 trillions, 36 billion Earth years. So if you'll take our year, so in that unit, there are 315 trillion, 36 billion Earth years. This one universe stays. And after this many years, all different universes, they again go back into the abdomen of Mahavishnu. They all return back into the abdomen of Mahavishnu for exactly this many years. So in inhalation, all that universes to go in. When Mahavishnu exhales, all that universes comes out. So this is going on, coming and coming, coming and going, coming and going. Bhutva praliyate, as we have discussed in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Lord Sri Krishna tells that whole material creation is bhutva, is getting created, and praliyate. Bhutva praliyate. So it is created, again annihilated, created, annihilated, created, annihilated. So this is the this is called, this oscillation keep happening. And in this creation, the objective of creation is for correcting all of us. So we are all Nitya Baddhas, and we are actually, Baddhas means the bound people, those who are actually bound by the shackle of this material annihilation, creation, the cycle of creation, annihilation. So this is called bondage, and we are bound into it. So creation is for all of us to correct us. So while Supreme Personality of Godhead creates as Mahavishnu to give us lessons, to make us again understand our constitutional position, that we are not the enjoyer of this world, we are simply servant of the Supreme God. Just to teach this much, that all living entities, you are not the controller, you are servant of Supreme Godhead. Supreme Lord creates this, and again after creating this universe, these all universes, he keeps coming into every universe, he keep coming. He always coming every day of Brahma, as well as in different manvantaras, in different incarnations, to teach us this simple fact, so that we could actually attain our constitutional position. We could realize that our position is of being eternal servant of Supreme God. So this is all about this creation, why this creation is actually taking place, creation, annihilation. So now Srila Sutta Goswami goes ahead describing second Purusha avatar, that's called Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. Yasyambhashi shayanasya yoga nidram vitanvatah navi hadambujadashid brahma vishwasrijampati. So a part of Purusha lies down within the water of universe. From the navel leg of his body sprouts a lotus stem, and from the lotus flower atop this stem, Brahma, the master of all engineers in the universe, becomes manifest. Yeah. So this Purusha is the second Purusha. This is manifestation of first Purusha, who is called Mahavishnu. So from Mahavishnu, so many universes gets created, and in every universe, Mahavishnu again expands into his second manifestation or second expansion as Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. So he expands as Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, and he sleeps again, filling the half ocean with the water. And from his navel comes out a transcendental lotus flower, very huge lotus flower. So this lotus flower is even born before Brahmaji, and on that flower, the first engineer of universe was created by Supreme Godhead Vishnu, who is called Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, right? So lotus flower atop this stem, Brahma, the master of all engineers in the universe, becomes manifest. So many times, many people they say that there is no controller, there is no God, Prakriti, the nature is actually creating everything. Nature is God because nature is creating everything. So because they are not able to see the cause behind this nature, then many times they speak like this. So Srila Prabhupada is pointing out that without Purush, Prakriti cannot create. Like without father, mother cannot procreate any progeny. So one cannot get a child. Uh, if a woman want to get a child, she cannot get a child just by her own self, right? So here we are able to see, here is Mahavishnu, and Mahavishnu actually he glances over Prakriti, and his glance is nothing but Kala as well as all the living entities, by which he impregnates the Prakriti. So when Prakriti is impregnated, then all the different manifestations, all the different creatures are actually born. So here we see, that's why this Karanodakshayi Vishnu, Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, then it will come Ksirodakshayi Vishnu, they are called Purusha. They are the supreme male. And material nature is dead without their activation, without their presence. Material nature is simply dead, right? So the example is given of an example is given of a goat, right? So sometimes what happens, goats they get different types of nipples on their neck, and many times what happens that goats small calves, goats small children, they start misunderstanding goats milk nipple. So they start uh, trying to take out milk from the mother's these glands, these which are there actually in the neck. So this is called ajagal nyaya, means ajagal stana nyaya, means we think that like these all are actually uh, you know the milk bladders, and or we can say these are the udders from where the milk can come out, but actually we cannot get any milk because that is actually not the place from where we can get the milk. So understanding that everything is coming from Prakriti is like that, as somebody understand that false glands of goat can create milk. So now we'll see Virat Rupa, universal form. So in every universe, there is called universal form, that's called Virat Rupa. Yasyavavastha Yasyavavassanstane kalpito loka vistarah tadvai bhagavato rupam vishuddham sattamurjitam. It is believed that all the universal planetary systems are situated on this extensive body of Purush, but he has nothing to do with the created material ingredients. His body is eternally in spiritual existence par excellence. So, all the different manifestations, created material ingredients, are actually situated on the different bodily parts of this universal form, Virat Rupa. So, how is that Virat Rupa looking like? Pashyantado rupam adhabra chakshusha sahasrapadorubhujananadbhutam sahasramurdha sravanakchinasikam Sahasramolambar Kundalolasata. The devotees with their perfect eyes see the transcendental form of Purusha, who has thousands of legs, thighs, arms, and faces, all extraordinary. In that body, there are thousands of heads, ears, eyes, and noses. They are decorated with thousands of helmets and glowing earrings and are adorned with garlands. So, like this, how we have seen in 11th chapter Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna sees this Virat Purusha. So, exactly same Virat Purusha is actually covered. This Virat Purusha is covering the whole universe. The whole universe is another manifestation, which is looking like a Virat Purusha. So, who can see the transcendental forms? Who can see the transcendental? All the transcendental forms can only be seen by devotion. Bhakti, in Brahma Samhita, it's mentioned, Lord is always visible to the devotees whose eyes have been anointed with the tinge of devotional service. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. So, Supreme Lord cannot be seen by these eyes. Now, somebody can say that how fantastic these ideas about Supreme God is. Or somebody is Mahavishnu creating multi universes, and after that, in every universe, again Garbhodakashayi Vishnu is so huge, such a fantastic concept. Oh, it doesn't. We are not able to see that. So, what is our what is our qualification to see that? We are such a small little brain. We are having such a small little brain. Some pounds, some maybe around 1.5 kg, and we have very small domain of our uh, sensory perception, very small. When we are seeing through our eyes, we can just see this much. That's it. What is happening in the back, what is happening up, what is happening down, nothing we know. And we want to see the whole universe and the create and the origin of whole universe. That's impossible. But through the Shastras, we can see and we can understand it as it is only when we have devotion. And the transcendental, loving, transcendental form of Supreme Godhead is revealed only with pure devotional attitude. Whenever these eyes are anointed with love and devotion for the Supreme Lord Hari, then we can actually see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then we can see the transcendental forms of Supreme Lord. So now let's see more details about Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. Garbhodakashayi is the source of all incarnations. So we know Garbhodakashayi Vishnu is there in every universe. You're able to see here in this. This is the whole universe. Sorry. So this is the whole universe, and Garbhodakashayi Vishnu is actually lying down on the bottom of universe, and from his navel, we're able to see here that this is the lotus flower, the stem of lotus flower, which is getting originated. And from on the top of the lotus flower, Lord Brahma is seated, is the first created being. That's why he's called Swayambhu. Almost he is self-created. So he's the first person he gets created, and from there, what happens? He starts populating the whole universe of so many different stars, planets, different lokas. So this Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, from him comes Ksirodakshayi Vishnu, and from Ksirodakshayi Vishnu, all the different incarnations which are keep coming in particular universe, in every yuga, in every manvantaras, then in every day of Brahma. So like this, there are so many other unlimited incarnations of Supreme Lord. So this is all constitutes the answer of fifth question, in which Srila Saunakadi Rishi has asked to Srila Sutta Goswami, can you please tell about different pastimes of multi-incarnations of the Lord? So here is Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, and from Garbhodakashayi Vishnu comes Ksirodakshayi Vishnu. So this is quite interesting. And all are Vishnus. So there are three Vishnus. We should always remember. First is called Karanodakshayi Vishnu. He is the cause, Karan. He is cause or Karan of all that we are able to see. And who is just situated in the corner of Brahma Jyoti, and from him comes multi-universes. And then in every universe comes Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. Garbha means the closed package, Garbha, or we can say embryo, right? So every universe is like embryo in which there are so many living entities are processed, like we all of us, we are being processed in this particular universe, so that we could again realize our position to be to be servant of supreme personality God Krishna. So these all are different embryos and us, in which there are many living entities are stuck and they are processed. And the first being and also the in charge of every universe is called Brahma, which get created. And this Brahma is not the supreme God himself. He's a living entity, but is specifically empowered by Lord Vishnu. Yeah. So now we are going to see what are the different types of incarnations. So mainly there are 6 types of incarnation. There are 6 types of incarnation that you are able to see here. So yeah, so first is called Purusha-Avatara, second is called Guna-Avatara, third is called Manvantar-Avatara, fourth is called Yuga-Avatara, fifth is called Leela-Avatara, and sixth is Shaktya-Vesh-Avatar. So this concept is very important to note for all of us, that what are the different types of incarnations. So total there are only 6 types of incarnations, but number of incarnations are unlimited. There are unlimited number of incarnations, but they all comes in this different sections. So what are the Purusha-Avataras? There are 3 Purusha-Avataras. They are just being described with you all. Karanodakshayi Vishnu is the first one. Then we see Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. Then we see Ksirodakshayi Vishnu. So this Ksirodakshayi Vishnu's name is Ksirodakshayi Vishnu because he stays in the ocean of milk, Kshira or Kira. So Sanskrit of milk is Kira also. So there is ocean of Kira, ocean of milk. So it's amazing, right? We know ocean of salt water, so much salt and so much water. There is the ocean of honey also. There is ocean of wine also. So like this, and we see there is ocean of sugar cane juice. Wow, and ocean of milk. So we see there are ocean of the all stuff. So it's so amazing, right? So seemingly it seems to be very fantastic. Wow, ocean of milk. How much milk from where they got, right? But actually this exists. So this ocean of milk exists above Brahmaloka, the top of the Brahmaloka, which is called local Vaikuntha or Shvetadip. So this Shvetadip is the island surrounded by the ocean of milk, and there stays Supreme Godhead at Ksirodakshayi Vishnu. That's called local Vaikuntha also. So that is there in this particular universe. So there Supreme Lord's third Purusha-Avatar, Ksirodakshayi Vishnu stays, and this Ksirodakshayi Vishnu stays in every one of us, with every one of us as Paramatma. So there are 3 Purusha-Avataras, very easy to understand and remember. Karanodakshayi Vishnu, Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. Shai means the person who sleeps and take rest, right? Sai means he's sleeping. So Karanodakshayi Vishnu, he sleeps in the Karanodak ocean. Garbhodakashayi Vishnu sleeps in Garbhodak ocean, and Ksirodakshayi Vishnu sleeps in the Ksirodak ocean or in the milk ocean. So there are 3 Purusha Avataras. Then there is called Guna Avatar. Guna means there are different qualities. Mainly there is only 3 qualities by which the permutation or combination of these 3 qualities, all the different beings are actually made. All the different elements are made. So what are the different qualities? Sattva guna, Raja guna, and Tamo guna. To take in chargeship and to see that these all 3 modes are perfectly maintained in this world, because these 3 modes are the actually the basic constituents of everything in this world. So the mode of passion is governed by Brahmaji, Mode of goodness is governed by Vishnu, and mode of ignorance is governed by Lord Shiva called Mahesh. So Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they call three devatas. For three for three gunas to control over, there are three incarnations of Supreme Lord. They are called Guna Avataras. Yeah. So Brahmaji does secondary creation, Lord Vishnu by goodness. So for creation, passion is required, right? So to create something, we require some passion, some activities, great effort. So Brahmaji, being the controller of mode of passion, he creates multi species of life. All the planets are created by Karanodakshayi Vishnu, Garbhodakashayi Vishnu. But these all different planets, all the different places are filled up with the living entities by Brahmaji. So Brahma is called Prapitamaha. He is the great grandfather, and he is called also Prajapati. The biggest Prajapati means all the different living entities, all the different species of life has come from Brahmaji. So he is the creator of different species, right? He is the creator of different species, different living entities. Many times people they stuck up with this concept. Oh, what are you saying? We have heard that living entities are uh, coming from primordial soup, and there was some small little unicellular organisms from there it was evolved. So please keep that all that concept into dustbin for now, because now we are topping Amal Puranam. Whatever knowledge which are getting is actually this the way things has taken place. The first created being was most intelligent and most sophisticated, most powerful one, and his name was Brahma. And Brahma, being most intelligent person, his whole body is made up of intelligence. Whole body of Brahma is made up of intelligence. And being the controller of mode of passion, he creates multi universe, multi living entities. Universes have already been created. Living entities are created by Brahmaji with the help of his sons. He creates by his own. He doesn't require any woman to take help from, right? So he creates from mind different sons like Marichi, like Narada, like Chatuskumara, Lord Shiva, like this, and then Daksha Prajapati. So they starts procreating people. They starts filling that all different universes with their offsprings. So Brahma is Prajapati, Prajapati. Vishnu is the maintainer. Vishnu as a devata, he actually takes charge of more of goodness, and more of goodness is required to maintain something. If you want to maintain some establishment, we require more of goodness, more sattva guna. And then when there is time of annihilation, time of destruction, so Mahesh, Lord Shiva does that. And because Lord Shiva is actually the predominating deity of mode of ignorance, so when something goes in ignorance, mode of ignorance, tamaguna, then that thing that is actually going to destroy, right? So these are called guna avataras. So in every manvantar, there comes avatar manus. So there are some 14 manus in every day of Brahmaji. There are 14 manus. So in every day of Brahma, there are 14 Manvantar avatars. Like Shambhu Manu comes, and his another name is Yajna. So like this, there are different Manu comes. Yajna, Vibhu, Satyasen, Hari, Vaikuntha, Yajna. So these are all Manus, and their time tenure is very huge. So in whole one day of Brahma, there are 14 Manus. And each Manu rules for 71 Chatur Yuga. So one Manu's tenure is how much? 71 into 4,32,000 into 10. So this much huge time is actually the tenure of one Manu. And for this many years, this many our solar years, it says one Manu, as all the different demigods like Indra, Chandra, Surya, all they stay for this many years. And after that, there is a annihilation taking place, and again these all demigods they reshuffle. Their post remains same, but another person take post of these all demigods in every Manvantar. So these are the Manvantar avatars which keep coming. Then fourth is called Yuga Avatar. In every Yuga, Supreme Lord incarnates to establish Yuga Dharma. In Satyuga, he comes in white complexion called Sveta Avatar. Then in Treta, he comes as Rakta. In red complexion, Rakta Avatar, he comes as uh, Yuga Avatar and establishes the mode of Dharma, which is called Yajna. In Dwapar Yuga, Supreme Lord comes as Krishna and he introduces Yuga Dharma, what is called deity worship. And in Kali Yuga, Lord Sri Krishna comes as Yuga Avatar as Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in yellow form or in golden complexion, Gaura. So these are the different four Yuga Avataras, Sweta, Rakta, Krishna, Gaura, right? So similarly, we have fifth one, Leela Avatar. So Supreme Lord keep coming every millennium. He keep coming for doing what? He keeps coming for doing different pastimes with his devotees. He comes and just he does some pastimes like Lord Nrsimha, Lord Ramchandra, Vara, Kurma. Like there are innumerable pastimes, incarnations. They are called Leela Avataras. And then sixth kind of avatar is called Shakti-Avesh Avatar. So these are quite special ones. The Shakti-Avesh Avatar are actually not exactly the Supreme Lord. They are living entities like us, but they are empowered by Supreme Lord. They are actually invested with Supreme Lord's potency. So that's why they are called Shakti Avesh Avatar. Means Shakti means the power, Avesh means charged up. So they are charged up by the power of Supreme Lord for doing some particular type of activity or completing some particular mission. So they come. So they are called Shakti Avesh Avatar. So they are like us only, but they are empowered by the potency of Supreme Godhead, Lord Narayana or Sri Krishna. So they are like Prithu Maharaj. Prithu Maharaj was a great king. So he had a great powerful uh, aptitude for ruling the earth, Prithu. And he ruled the earth in such a wonderful way that this earth only got the name Prithvi from the king Prithu. Prithu was such a great king, right? So then we see Parshuram. Parshuram was the ordinary, he was a byborn Brahmana, but he is Supreme Lord manifesting a Saktavish avatar to annihilate Kshatriya demoniac rulers 21 times from the face of the earth, 21 times. And that only Parshuram could do. If any king would hear that Parshuram is coming in his kingdom, my God, they will have all heavy time. So very difficult. They will flee. They will just simply run away because Parshuram is coming. They will die. Simply they will die. Parshuram coming with a farsha, the axe, and come and simply chop the kings. Zoom, finish. So like this, he was very much terrible incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he is called Shakti Avatar, Parshuram. Then Buddha is also Shakti Avatar. He comes to stop animal killing, the mass animal killing, which is actually taking place in Kali Yuga. And like this, Narada, Chatushkumaras. So there are many Shakti Avataras. So there are 6 types of incarnation that we discussed. And in the next section, we are going to discuss all the different 22 incarnations which is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam in the 3rd chapter. And Sutta Goswami also goes ahead telling that actually there are innumerable incarnations of the Lord, and his pastimes are also unlimited. But I will tell you the most prominent ones. So there are 22 different incarnations which we will be discussing in the next section from 6th sloka till 27th sloka, various incarnations in the universe. So till the time, thank you so much all of you for being part of today's discussion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So if you have any question, comment, you can put your question in the WhatsApp group, and we shall be very happy to discuss those questions and answer them. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथ श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर प्रेम।